Hi YouTube, Happy New Year. It is New Year's Eve and it's about 8:30. I got in from work about a half hour ago and now I'm recording. I'm probably not going out for New Year's. It is freezing in New York City. So, pass. I'm kind of over that going out for New Year's thing. Usually I started a couple years ago doing like having family over, really my sister, her husband and my nephew, and um I cook. I usually make appetizers because you get tired after Thanksgiving having the usual, turkey, stuffing, potato salad, blah 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 blah, and then Christmas having turkey, ham, potato salad, da da da. So New Year's I started doing like small bites, small appetizers. Um, like I said, I'm a chef, so I kind of do upscale small bites, but nothing too hard. If anybody wants any tips for little appetizers, hit me up down below and I'll give you some suggestions. One of the things that I usually make, because people always ask me for, is deviled eggs, but it's not just your typical run-of-the-mill deviled eggs. It's deviled eggs. You boil them, you make them the same kind of like deviled eggs, a little paprika, mayo, and I use a little Dijon and hot sauce to kick it up, and pipe it in the egg white, shell, the cup of the egg white. I pipe it in there to make it all cute and pretty. And then it's topped with shrimp. I usually do a court bouillon, which is like a really flavorful stock. And I just put a little water, some chicken base. I put like celery, not the, a little bit of celery and parsley stems, because there is a lot of flavors in the parsley stems that people actually throw away. And I put that in there, and black pepper and a little bit of salt, but not too much because the chicken base is in there. And I put like fresh sage and bay leaves and a whole bunch of stuff that will make it very tasty. And I bring it to a boil and then shut it off. Then you add your shrimp. That is to ensure that your shrimp will not overcook. You do not add the shrimp while the water is boiling, while the stock, I should say. You always shut it off, add the shrimp, and they will cook just like that, and take them out. And I let them cool, get nice and chilled, put it on the egg, and I do like this little pickled relish that goes on top. It is awesome. Anyway, that is not why I came on YouTube to talk about food. I have food brain right now. Today is, what is today? Wednesday. Yes, today is Wednesday. And it is extremely hard, I find it, to manage this liquid diet. And obviously it's going to be hard. If it was easy, we would just do liquid diets and not need to get surgery. But it's hard. Today is day 9. Yes, today is day 9. And I mean, from last night, I knew today was going to be a hard day, because last night I was here and I'm laying down. I had my protein shake, all of them. I had enough of that. I had my chicken broth. I had everything I could have within my 1,000 calories. And I'm laying here and I'm like, I really, really want something. I was tempted to leave my house in the cold and go downstairs to my mother's house and get like a bagel, because my fridge is empty. My fridge has nothing in it except little container tomato soup I bought the other day, and it has some fresh vegetables in there, a couple pieces of fruit in there, my skim milk in there, and that I think is it. Oh yeah, and alcohol, which I actually don't need, but it's leftover from Thanksgiving. But that's it. I did not want any temptation. I did not go shopping around the time I usually do. I just went shopping for chicken broth and like little, protein shakes that's also in my fridge, the ready-made ones. So there's nothing in there, even if I wanted to cheat. So I was like, should I go? Should I go down there? Should I go? I really wanted something like just a bagel and some cream cheese. And maybe I could just eat that and it won't be so bad. I won't feel so guilty because it's not fried. I also felt like ordering some sweet and sour chicken. I still do. And it's just really hard. Like everything is going through your head. So I knew this morning was going to be hard. I woke up, usually mornings I'm not that hungry. So I knew this morning, I had a protein shake when I woke up. Headed off to work. Got to work. Drank my other protein shake that I have. And I was good for a while. Lunchtime, starving. Went out with a coworker. Was tempted to get a sandwich, but I didn't. And got back to work, and I had some vegetable broth with some carrots in there, and then I had a muscle milk strawberry. I didn't like the muscle milk strawberry too much. Actually, all the muscle milks I don't really care for, but that's because they're actually better for you. They have more protein and less carbs than like the CVS, like the nutritional shake that I had, the Slim Fast, all that stuff. They taste better, but they don't have as much protein. And the protein is what, obviously, like I said, holds you. So after that, I had water, and it was so hard. And actually today I worked a little bit later. I worked from 9 to 7, so I had like 2 hours, more than usual. And around 5:30, both my coworkers I'm sitting with ordered cheeseburger deluxes from the deli. And I stole a fry, so that was my cheat. I stole a French fry, but it smelled so good. And I was dying. When I left, I was on the express bus coming home. And I was actually going to stop. I'm not going to lie. I was going to stop at McDonald's. I was going to stop at McDonald's. In my head, I was planning, as soon as I get off the express bus, I have to walk a few blocks to get home. But before I do, there's a McDonald's right there. And I was like, I'm going to get a number one. And I'll get the diet soda because they say to drink diet if that's one of the allowed things you can have. And I was like, those fries are going to be amazing. The Big Mac is going to be good. Everything is going to be so great. And I'm going to enjoy it. And then about halfway home, I realized that I had to pee. Yeah, I had to pee. I didn't pee before I left work. And my bladder was full because I drank a lot of water today. And I had to pee bad, like severely. I'm like, this is a sign. It's gotta be a sign because I was really dead set on this burger. So I knew I couldn't stop. And then I'm like, maybe I should order something. So I'm on my phone, playing with my phone, looking at how long does it take to defat your liver and shrink your liver before surgery and whatever. And I ran across a message board. And they said everybody's different, it makes sense. Everybody is different. A person that weighs 500 pounds might have a fattier liver, I'm guessing, than a person that weighs about 250, 300 pounds. So, but the main focus was people were saying it's for you. Yes, it is a test, if you will, to see how well you're gonna do, because after surgery you have to follow a certain diet. You don't want to relapse. You don't want to gain all that weight after you go through all this surgery. But at the same time, it does help shrink your liver because your liver is wrapped around, on top of your stomach, and it is safer for you. You don't want them to nick your liver, and that's a whole other slew of issues. So that's what I'm thinking about now. I just had my last protein shake for the evening, if you can even call it that, because these Slim Fast, they don't really say like muscle milk. Oh, but this one does say protein meal shake. It doesn't feel like a meal. But, a lot of people were on the board talking about, oh, I cheated, I had this. Oh, only the first day. Oh, I had twice, my liver. Who's to say mine? I could eat something right now and then as I'm walking, home, I'm thinking about, okay, I did cheat already. I had a piece of chicken, the day after Christmas. I had a piece of chicken breast and with a little like piece of cornbread and some green beans, and it was amazing. It really was. But at the same time, I'm thinking about that. I'm like, oh, I had like one of those little mini Snicker bars, like, the little bite-sized ones. I had that one day, just one of them, and I'm thinking that was my cheat. That was my little treat that I had. So I don't want to eat something a third time and get used to say, oh, it's okay. I don't want to go. I don't want to have the surgery and then they say they couldn't do it. Because honestly, I don't think I could do another 2 weeks of a liquid diet. Plus, my job is like unforgiving with time. They'll probably say like, "Oh, well, you blew your chance," So I don't want to do that. I don't want to mess this up. So I have to hold on to that because really, it's almost 9 o'clock on Wednesday. Tomorrow I work 12 hours, 11 to 11. Tomorrow's gonna be a test. But and then Friday and then the weekend, which is going to be a test because I'm off both days in the weekend and I have a whole lot of running around to do, and I'm not going to be drinking protein shakes, and it's a test. I really want the surgery date to come here because it's really hard. Anybody that says it's not is full of shit. Sorry, that was my food rage talking, but it's really hard, but the end result is what you have to hold on to. And I have good people like, my coworkers and stuff trying to say like, don't, you've been doing so good. So I really have to hold on to that. At the same time, it drives me absolutely crazy when I say, oh, I'm going to have that. And they're like, oh, you can't have that. It has this in there. Like, please don't tempt the monster. So, but I mean, we'll see. It's a struggle, but one that everybody has to be willing to take if they want to do this surgery. Because realistically, after the surgery, even though your stomach will be smaller, sometimes in your head, you're going to be like, I want that. You might not even be hungry, but it's a mental thing. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm an emotional eater, but I know that especially when it's that time of the month, I want everything. I want junk. I want sweet and salty. I want fast food. I want everything. And I know sometimes it's easy. It's easy to just fall down that path. And you won't be able to have that for a while after surgery, if even ever. I mean, I can't say after my surgery if I'm going to want a Big Mac. I might crave it, but after all, going through the surgery, going through recovery, do I want to even go down that route and eat McDonald's again? Probably not. So, there's just certain things that you have to give up. So, anyway, I have rambled enough. And so I'm going to go. And like I said, anybody wants any suggestions on little bite-sized little deliciousness, let me know. And that's it. Please leave a comment down below, and I will be back probably not tomorrow. I'm working all day. So please take a moment to subscribe. If you like this video, thumbs up the video and leave a comment. Did my thumb go in the... See it? Here. I'm still recording on my webcam, so it's a built-in webcam. It's not even, so we have to, bear with me. Anyway, I hope everybody has a happy and healthy new year, and I will see you in 2015.